Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube. I'm Roxy. I'm here with the amazing Alexander from Renee Paris. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We have 4 new styles.
4. We've got 3 high heat and 1 human hair.
1 human hair and
Yes.
1 that I'm wearing, right?
Which is a human hair.
I can't wait.
Okay.
I can't wait because you're going to be styling this on me and showing us some quick tips. So let's just get into it.
Well, let's get into it. So, hi everyone out there. Nice to see you all. And I want to talk to you about the new styles coming out in the Alexander collection this year. So the 2023 items, we have 3 high heat, 2 toppers, 1 wig, and this beautiful human hair, which is just gorgeous.
Absolutely stunning.
First off with the human hair. So human hair ready to wear is very hard to get. You know, something that can come out of the box and have a pre-styled look. A lot of the time, human hair is going to need a little bit of something.
It's almost impossible. I don't think I've ever seen a wig like this come out of the box and have that perfect. You always have to have a little customization.
That's it.
So what did you do different to make it?
We worked for months on different packing, different methods of treating hair, so many different stuff. So this would come out of the box like this.
Wow.
So, but ultimately what we did with like this ready to wear human hair idea is, you know, you've got a lace part, so you've got a lot less things to worry about. You can move your part a little bit from the center, but it's not where you're thinking, oh, I've got to style this every day. Right. You know, it's a lot more forgiving. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, human hair people love to do different things with it. You still can with this. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put a little bit of curl, a little bit of bend into it. And this one's Harriet. Harriet's in all new colours.
She's stunning.
And this is the red, which really suits you.
So pretty.
This is Autumn Teak, it's called.
See that? Oh my goodness. It's blended so beautifully too.
I think when we are working in the world of hair and wigs and stuff, we've got to appreciate that, you know, we're all so different, aren't we?
Right.
And we all like so many different things, and you know, and that's when it's important to just think, you know what? Does this work for you? Is this a cap construction that you're gonna like?
Right. And now, what's the highest heat you can go on human hair? Because I know what synthetic is, which is.
Well, with obviously the synthetic, at Renee of Paris, we have brought out our own heat tool for our synthetic fibres.
Oh, okay.
Which is awesome. But even with that, we always say read the manufacturer's specifications. And you know, even like I say on heat friendly and high heat, some manufacturers will say higher than others. So I mean, ours we're saying don't go over 300, but you know, some people will say 350. So it is personal, but read manufacturer's instructions. And that's, you know, some human hair suppliers and manufacturers will say a certain temperature is right for another. So just make sure you read, make sure you've read all the manufacturer's instructions. and as well with human hair, it's not like it needs a ton of styling all the time.
Right.
Because, you know, it's not getting the oils from your scalp. It has been treated, so it's going to be a lot more forgiving. It's going to keep shape and style a lot more. So
oh my goodness.
I've just put a little bit of a broken curl in here.
So cute.
So I'm just, when I say a broken curl, that means I don't want it to be perfect.
Right.
I want it to be a bit disheveled and a little bit, you know, like this kind of texture here.
Beautiful.
So I'm just going with the conical wand around there and then just letting that drop. And you know, if I've got a few straight bits, I'm okay about that.
I'm okay
because
with that too.
That kind of makes
that messy kind of textured look.
Exactly. But you know, if you were out there and you wanted a more curly kind of look, or more, you know, something a bit tighter, maybe you wouldn't use the wand. Maybe you'd use like a tong, you know, a clasp barrel tong.
I love this length.
Thank you.
Such a classic length.
Well,
now, is it all one length?
It is.
It is all one length.
It is. And you know, it's when, like I do a lot of market research and have a look at what's out there, and for me there was a bit of a lack in the market for that one length classic human hair bob.
Yep.
Now we've got a load of beautiful synthetic and high heat, but there seemed to be a lot of that missing. And you know, certainly from a lot of my clients, when I had my hair loss clinic in England, a lot of my clients that wanted human hair sometimes didn't want all of the, you know, they didn't want to be messing with it, didn't feel they want to style it every day, you know, but wanted that maybe to be able to have the feel of human hair.
Absolutely.
But again, as we know, it's just so personal, isn't it? So I'm gonna carry on with this little bit of a wave. This is nice, this angle, because we can see your
And it's always
colours.
important too, I think, coming from a stylist yourself, how to actually curl a wig, because some people, believe it or not, don't know how to curl. Like
No.
it can be very technical for them, very difficult. So do you suggest always turning the curl outward from the face, correct? Or kind of doing it in just one here, one this way, kind of mixing them up?
Well, I'm doing I've just put this one onto your face,
Yeah.
and I'm doing the opposite one back,
Okay.
because I want a little bit more of a
Like-
broken curl.
Yeah.
So my ex-boss told me a thing with doing hair. He said, and this was the best lesson I ever learned. He said, approach things as you want it to look. So if you want this to feel a bit disheveled
Yeah.
and a bit kind of broken, approach it in that direction. If you want something immaculate and all
Yeah,
going in that
perfect.
direction, then you can't skip sections. You've got to take them real clean.
Exactly.
And so I
It's
was
a good
like,
point.
it is a really good point. And so, say for instance, I was doing a Hollywood wave on
Yeah.
something about this length. I would use a much tighter tongue, and I would take it all in the same direction. So it was all going in that S bend
Oh, yeah.
in the tight curl. And then I'd brush it through, and it would form into the beautiful S.
So that's a good point. It really makes a difference of what kind of curl you're trying to achieve.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah, so what I would say to anybody is think of the end result and be mindful of the end result with every section you take. Don't just think it's like a chore, like, you know, cleaning the work surfaces at home. You don't really think about how you wipe it, but when you're curling hair, you've got to, because you've got to think how it's gonna finish off.
Good
But
point.
I think we all can be like creatures of getting in the zone, though, can't
Yes.
we? And just doing things without thinking. So, I mean, I don't know how long this has taken me, a few minutes, but I mean, I probably could have done it faster if we were chit-chatting, but
yeah,
it
but
kind of
not
gives,
long at all.
well, it just gives like the viewers at home a kind of insight into what they can actually achieve in real time, just using, you know, real products. I mean, this tongue isn't anything super special. I just got it from the store, so it's, you know, it's not rocket science, but what a
No.
difference it makes, eh?
Totally. This is so cute.
Yeah, and do you know what? I'm not going to do any more than that.
I think it's perfect.
Because any more than that, it kind of goes away from what the original brief was, which was kind of towsley
and
soft
you didn't
hair.
even put any product in this at all. It's just
No.
the curl just took.
No, exactly. And just, you know, now why we're talking about heat settings, I had that on a very,
cute.
very low setting. Very, very, very low.
Amazing.
And I would rather have a nice low setting and then come back and need to do it higher, then kind of wish I hadn't done this. So you see that, guys, at home? You know, you could kind of break that up a little bit more. You could even clip a little bit up,
you
and make it
totally
a bit
could.
cute. So that one's Harriet,
Yes.
and that's Harriet in Autumn Teak. Shall we see her in another colour?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
So this is you in cocoa brown,
It's
which I think
gorgeous.
just looks
So
lovely.
pretty.
Yeah, it looks lovely. And I just wanted to, why I've got you here, just show you this cap again, because this cap is just amazing. So we've got
I felt this lace and it is so soft.
so soft, so soft. So for you guys at home, this is a lace part. So you can move the parting within where the lace is, which is approximately 1.5 fingers kind of distance. It could be curled, as you saw before, which looks amazing. It's very much out of the box, ready to wear human hair, which is just, you know, delicious. It's lovely.
Gorgeous.
And the cap's so light. You know, it's so light, an open wefted cap, so it's very, very breathable. Tons and tons of flex in there. You know, it's just really
it's
wearable.
so nice to have a human hair wig that does have the wefting back. Like I said in our live, I did mention this. You don't need all the bells and whistles all the time with human hair. Sometimes just a wefted cap will do the trick.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we try to do. We try to have so many different options for so many different people out there. But yeah, I like this.
So gorgeous. Okay,
Really
what
is.
are we moving on to? I'm so excited.
Okay. Well, I think I want to show you a topper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I've got some high heat toppers. Yes. Which is kind of completely new for us. We've never had high heat toppers before. I've made the toppers in a bit of a different way. I've made them super light. So these are super, super, super lightweight. But there is enough hair for coverage.
Yeah, totally.
They've got loads of movement. We're finding that a lot of people are wearing these as well as kind of colour placement pops.
Yep.
Some people that find a full wig a little bit too heavy or a little bit too hot, maybe wear these as an option. I love the human hair toppers, love them.
Yeah.
And I love the synthetic toppers. But if you're not wanting to spend human hair money, and you're wanting to change it a little bit, but the synthetic topper, you might want to change it to curly and straight or just do that. This kind of bridges that gap a little bit.
Yeah.
So I like this in the dark chocolate.
So pretty.
So do you want to see this in a grey?
I
have
do.
one here.
Yes.
So this is
Love
one of the
grey.
new colours. Now we have greys without roots, but I brought out two with roots.
Love the root.
Thank
Some
you.
people love it, some people hate it. I think it's a very high fashion forward type of color, just giving that depth and that contrast.
That's right.
It's so pretty.
And well, we did the micro root, so
Yeah.
it's a smaller root.
Yeah.
So if anything, it's kind of like a shadow, like a bit of definition. It's quite a chameleon is this colour because it helps. So if somebody's got darker skin tone, that darker at the root helps to draw everything in a little bit.
Yeah.
It also looks great on the younger ladies as a fashion grey, but it does, because of the smaller root, it will read as a natural grey as well. But, you know,
wait.
I know that there's some customers out there that are probably saying, you know what, a root's just not for me.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. We have it in other greys as well, without the roots. So, but they are not new colours. They'll be some of the tried and true colours that you've seen in Renee of
Yes.
Paris, so please look out for those. But I'm going to show you in the new colour.
Oh my goodness, look at how gorgeous.
So this one's the wavy one, and this one is the straight one that you've just had on. So I just want to show you the two greys side by side.
Gorgeous.
So this one is...
This one's lighter?
It's
this
a
one
lighter
has like
grey.
a brown right
Yeah,
in it,
this
correct?
is silver brown MR, and that's salt and pepper MR. So we see we've got,
So pretty.
this one's like a bit more contrasty, and this is a bit creamy and a bit more white.
Gorgeous.
So let's go straight with the straight one, and then onto the wavy one.
I'm ready.
She's ready. That's what we like to hear. So just want to show you these clips as well. So these clips, we've gone with a bigger clip, so a bigger surface area, softer on the clip,
So important.
and not quite, because they've got larger teeth, it doesn't pull at your hair quite so much. Now toppers, as you know, they're so personal, and people wear them in their own ways. Some people will take all the clips out, some people will attach more clips. You know, I'm not here to tell people what the best way for them to wear a topper is. They've already figured that out.
Right.
But what is important is if you are clipping it down, that we don't apply so much pressure on the clip that it actually creates more hair loss. So that's why we went with these larger
That's
clips.
definitely a good selling point for these too, because I mean, if you're already losing your hair or have a sensitive scalp, but need to wear something, and then you get these toppers and it's damaging your hair, that's like the last thing people want. So I think it's really important that these clips are sensitive to your own bio hair, which for me, I'm going through postpartum hair loss right now. So it's important to me to not have my own bio hair being pulled out.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Oh, well, that's good. And you know, and what you're saying is, it's a real life situation, which real life women are going through every day, you know?
Absolutely.
We're not just going to stop having babies, are we?
Yeah,
no. But these things are going to, will happen.
Yeah.
You know, we will get that. So that's a really, really valid point.
Gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I love this length too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, you were telling me earlier, and correct me if I'm wrong, you can actually turn this a little bit to where the part can be on the other side, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be in the middle?
So, I mean, the thing is, do you always...
What do you prefer?
I prefer, but I like versatility.
Yeah.
You know, I like versatility and I like options. But also, you know, I don't think you always need a full mono topper.
Yeah.
You know, not every single person wants to wear their hair parted this here and then there the next day and then in the middle the next day.
Yeah, most people just have their one side that they always go to.
Exactly, and you know, I mean, I do. I always put my hair in this direction. It's the way it goes. So if you are a person out there that wants to remove the part a little bit, by the way, you can always take these off. I know most people do. we have a 2-finger distance in that part, okay? Well, it's 2 fingers with me, and I've got quite big hands, so maybe if it's a lady out there, maybe it's 3. Yeah. So within there's the center part, but within that you can move that half an inch that side. And very also, cool. Because these toppers are layered, so they're layered, so not every length will be identically the same. You can slightly move these to the left and right and use the part area. Oh, okay. So you can get a much deeper part. So for argument's sake, say for instance you're like, well Alex, I like this, but I want to be over here. Yeah. You work those, the bangs still work, because this area here will look like a sideward bang. So that will frame in. And then over here. How cool is that? So it's
now that's versatility.
Well, it's thinking out the box, ladies and gentlemen, you know, and it's thinking that little bit different. And also, if I had a full mono here, it wouldn't be as breathable. And remember when we first started off, we were lightweight. So we want it to breathe and we want it to get air. So that hasn't...
Especially with summer coming up, you don't want to be hot.
No.
I don't.
No.
So cute.
So, I mean,
I like the
so that has not compromised any length. You're just able to tweak it. So it's just, I think it's getting the message out there to you know, we think out the box, don't we? We make it our own. We personalize these things.
Right.
That was
very,
great.
Very cool.
I think it's time for the wavy one, isn't it?
Okay, let's do the wavy.
Okay. I want to try you with this color. This is one of our tried and true colors. Okay.
I love this color.
Melted marshmallow.
This is my favorite color ever.
Yeah, we absolutely love that one. And you know what's really nice about this? What's really, really nice about this is you don't have to have melted marshmallow bio hair. No. Right? So you may have like a really dark color underneath. So this would look like color blocking. Yeah. So you got that there, and then the underneath color could be dark. Well, it just marries that up to there. So you effectively have a 4th layer of color.
Very cool.
A lot of ladies.
Kind of like Miley Cyrus is doing that right now. I don't know if you
Absolutely.
know, but she has that darker kind of undertone.
Well, I do know because because when this was fashionable the first time round, I remember I was colouring those colours then.
Yeah, I know.
In like the early, mid-90s, I think.
Brought it back.
Around. Yeah, and it looks great.
It looks so good.
So we love Miley, don't we?
We do.
Love Miley. So this, I've put this slightly off center. I don't need to because it is in the center parting, but that's just moving that just slightly off. Just slightly off.
Gorgeous.
There's that lovely melted marshmallow.
That is so pretty.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yep. She's a keeper.
Oh, she's a keeper.
She's a keeper.
Yeah, she's a keeper. I mean, fun fact, this one is just, I think it's going to do phenomenally well.
I think it is
and
too.
I think it's going to do really well with the ladies in business that
100%.
just want the colour pop for the Zoom meetings. They need that for that kind of stuff.
Or if you just want more volume, you know, just put it in, pop it in, and you're out the door.
There you go.
So pretty.
Right, should we see the grey?
Let's do the grey.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it. Show you something, because these are so fine, and they're so fine in the sense of the top is so flat. Yeah. Okay, so we didn't put any permatease in these because it will have too much backcomb. And so what does a topper go on? It goes on top of hair. Yeah. So then if we've got even more poofiness, we don't want it to get bigger and bigger. So now what I've got is I've got your bio hair and a topper on here, and it's still super flat. Just for our viewers at home, I'm going to put the next topper on that. Okay, which is another wavy topper on top of a wavy topper on top of your bio hair. Wow. So we've got on top, on top, on top. And it still looks natural. It's still not looking too over the top.
No, it's not.
You know? So that should make people realise.
That's actually kind of cute.
It's a new colour idea, isn't it? Oh, wow. Well, I think I need to maybe go research this and see if I can make it. I think we've done something by accident.
Yeah. People are gonna be like, you're crazy, but look how pretty that looks. Yeah.
It's gonna this color's gonna have to be called. It's gonna have to be the Roxie, isn't it? This color. Okay, so a little spin. Now the reason I'm spinning here is to show you where these toppers finish. Now, if you imagine that the topper underneath the melted marshmallow is Roxie's bio hair, you can see how that would all connect together, and it can give you a really good. good idea. And I think we did this last time with the topper, didn't we? We showed in another colour so we could see where it starts and finishes. So I think that's quite a valuable tool. So that's the wavy high heat topper.
So amazing.
What do we think?
I'm obsessed.
Well, that's great. This is the colour Cinder Toffee. Now Cinder Toffee is another word for honeycomb.
I was going to say, I love that name.
Yeah, well, it's honeycomb basically.
Yeah.
Cinder Toffee is honeycomb, what we call it in England.
So pretty.
It's got
that light caramel.
Yeah, and there's some really lovely ribbons of warmth going in here. So much so that somebody even said, "Oh, has that got like a little strawberry blonde hue and stuff?" And you know, it's got different hues coming through. So I'm just going to pop that on. Okay. So this is the Cinder Toffee.
Gorgeous.
This is Brooklyn.
Wow, I feel like a star.
Well, let's see her in a grey.
All right, let's do it. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous. Oh my goodness.
And hey presto, you're a red.
Wow. What color is this?
So this is Henna Red R. Okay,
beautiful.
so first talking about the reds. So the hard thing was to get a red this vibrant that didn't look like a costume wig, you know? So first off, when we had it on the table first, you know, we needed to put the root on there. The root really made everything. So this root tone is actually a coffee bean shade. So it's like an espresso, if you like. So not too dark, but dark enough.
Perfect.
But the red, what really worked was when we took all the shine out of this.
Yes, I can tell.
Yeah, and then from taking the shine out, it really kind of started reading different. But it looks great.
It is beautiful.
Well, let's do something fun. Let's style it up.
Okay.
I mean, I always like you in kind of when your hair's braided before you go with a wig on.
Are you gonna do a braid?
Oh, why not?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do a little braided idea. And again, it's one of those, isn't it? I mean, how many people say, "Oh, you shouldn't braid a wig," or "You can't braid a wig"?
Right.
You know, you can buy braided wigs.
But those look so weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, I have seen a couple of good ones, but there's some you know, it's like anything. There's some good and bad everywhere. But I like to teach little tricks on how not to damage a wig. So I'm going to do a bubble braid. Okay, so I'm going to do pigtail kind of bubble braids, I think.
I think I'm going to wear this all day for the rest of the day.
Yeah?
Yes, I love it so much.
Oh, sweet. Well, let's give them a spin.
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gents, so we can see what I've done is I've got the two nice big bubbly braids in here. A little bit, dare I say, a little bit Fergie-esque, you know.
I'm loving it.
And it just looks really cute. It's a nice loose braid. It won't damage the hair whatsoever. So that's good. But thanks so much for having me today.
Of course, that was so much fun. You'll have to come back.
Oh,
and
definitely.
Show us new stuff. So let us know what your favorite styles were, what your colors were, or if you get these wigs, we want to hear from you and see how you feel about them. So thanks for joining us today. Thank you, Alexander, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Thank you.